I slowly let go of Kuroda's hand. I feel someone's hand on my shoulder and I turn around.
ひろき、あれを見て。
Oh, she's dead. I look over to where Rain is pointing. It's the capsule that's holding Serrano. The air display at the top changes colors to red and reads disconnected.
これは
おそらく装置の中の空野はきっと黒田の死とともに他のみんなも。
Reina trails off. When I look around, all the capsules say the same thing. That word is all I need to infer what must have happened.
そんな。
So all the manifestors here died?
ここもじきに危なくなる。ひろき、行きましょう。真実を知っている私たちまで死んだら誰も止められない。だから生きてここから出ないと。
そうだな。
She's right. Our job's not done yet. We need to bring the truth back with us. Right now, all I can do is prolong this life that Serrano gave to me.
行こう。
We stand up.
秘匿措置シーケンスが実行されました。本研究施設は19分後に爆破されます。各スタッフは避難してください。
We've only got 19 minutes left. We've got to get out of here within that time limit.
葵さんも行きましょう。
I look over at Aoi-san, but she shakes her head.
私は空野のそばにいる。葵。
Alright, bye.
空野を守れなかった私にこれ以上生きる意味なんて。
I tightly grab Aoi-san's hand.
葵さんが行かないなら俺もここに残ります。
何言ってるの。
だって空野を守れなかったのは俺も同じですから。
ひろき。
秘匿措置シーケンスが実
Oh
行
my
されました。
god, this time's going
本
down
研
really
究施設
fast.
は18分後に爆破されま
Guys,
す。
we really have like 10 minutes. We need to get out of here. 18 minutes left.
葵さん、お願いします。俺をここで死なせないでください。
Aoi-san and I stare at each other silently. We just stand there looking at each other for nearly a minute. Suddenly I feel Aoi-san grab my hand back.
わかった。
Aoi-san nods slowly. Just kidding, we're blowing it up now. The ground beneath us rumbles, and a thunderous roar echoes around us. Have explosions already begun on the lower floors?
急ごう。葵さんも。
Just kidding. Some of the explosives will be randomly detonated earlier. Hope that doesn't cause you any early problems. Have you noticed that always seems to happen in the bad guy lair exploding doomsday research facility thing? Where it's like, this facility will self-destruct in 5 minutes, but like while that's happening, things are like erupting and exploding around them, and it's like, no, it's exploding right now. But I guess they mean like that big final bomb. The three of us run for the entrance together. It's usually the big, like, huge explosion you see at the end that ends up, like, being on the news. We pass through the same rows of capsules we walked through on our way here. Each and every one of them has gone dark. Just like when we came here, the only light we have to guide us is the slight illumination at our feet. We finally make it back to the entrance. But unlike when we came in, the door isn't open this time. Now that I think about it, right after we came in, the door locked behind us, didn't it?
しまったな。
I panicked for a moment, worried we won't be able to get it open, but
ひろき、あれ。
Reina points to a panel next to the door. I run over to it and see a rectangular panel with an AR display next to it saying locked.
ちょっと待って。
Reina fishes inside the inner pocket of her jacket for a while before pulling something out. It's a key. It's a card of some sort. It must be some kind of ID card that the Connect Center researchers have for authorization.
私がこの研究の首謀者ということは、当然このシステムにもアクセスできるようにしているはずだと思う。
As she says that, she presses her card up against the panel. The small electronic bead. The AR display changes to read unlocked.
もう一回扉の前へ。
Reina and I head back to the door. It's open.
捨てようかと思ってたけど、念のために持ってて正解だった。
今初めて黒田に感謝したよ。
Reina and I share a quick smile.
さあ、葵さんも。
As I turn around, I feel something push hard against my back. Reina and I stagger a few steps forward due to the force. Enough to clear the doorway. Oh no, and make it into the hall. JK lol, I'm really staying here. When I turn around, I say Aoise am still within the room. She pushes Reina and me outside, but doesn't take a single step out herself.
葵さん。
Aoise smiles faintly when I call out to her. Sorry. She mouthed silently before the door closes behind us. Then I hear 2 gunshots from inside. Presumably making sure Kuroda's definitely dead. I run over to the door, but it doesn't open. Reina presses her ID card into the panel on the side of the door, like she did before to open it. But nothing happens. Oh no, she shot the door panel, presumably. The door stays closed.
さっきの銃声、開閉システムを壊したのね。
That's convenient. Why? Why did it have to come to this?
葵さん！葵さん！
I pound my fist against the door. I finally hear a faint voice from behind the door.
ごめんね、ヒロキ。やっぱり私、お姉ちゃんだから、最後までそばにいなくちゃ。
何言ってるんですか？葵さん。こんなずるいですよ。
ヒロキ、生きて。
The sound of footsteps reaches my ears, and that sound slowly fades further and further away.
葵さん！
I pound on the door as hard as I can.
なんでだよ！
I pound the door so hard that my hand starts to hurt.
ヒロキ、違う。
It's okay, I've been bleeding a lot today. Reina stops my right hand. There are red marks all over the door. I sit down on the floor and stay there for a while, completely silent.
秘匿措置シーケンスが実行されました。本研究施
This
設
is
は
really
15
good
分
that
後
they
に
give us a whole
爆破され
20
ます。
minutes. Because
各スタッフは避難してください。
we gotta spend presumably like half of it, like, brooding and, you know, thinking about if we actually want to get out of here or not. 15 minutes left.
俺たちはどうすればいい？
ここを出るのよ。私たちは空野や葵の思いを背負ってる。
I look over at Reina, who's sitting next to me. Her eyes are shining with an unshakable determination.
マップを元に辿っていけば、きっと地上に出られるはずよ。行きましょう。
Reina grabs my hand as she says that. I feel like something like this has happened before. Ah, I remember now. It's just like the first time I met Reina at the Connect Center. Reina dragged me along with her back, then too. I squeeze Reina's hand in return and stand up.
そうだな。
Come on, new girlfriend. We're gonna leave old girlfriend out behind to blow up in the building. I still have a job left to do. And there's no way I can let the girl in front of me let Reina die. I pull Reina up along with me as I run down the dark hallway. The strong shockwaves are causing the walls to start collapsing. They were pretty intermittent before, but the shockwaves are happening continually now. And they're getting stronger too. I hear the sound of something collapsing far away every now and again.
確かさっきの部屋が廊下の一番突き当たりだったから、逆方向に行けば階段か何かが。
待って。あそこ、塞がってる。
There's a pile of rubble blocking our way forward. It must have happened in that earlier mini earthquake.
くそ。マップだとこの先に階段がありそうなのにな。
別ルートを探すしかないわね。
But no matter which direction we try to go in, we find our way ahead blocked by rubble. Finally, we just end up near the room we were in before.
さっきから同じところを回っているような気がするな。
まずいわね。もう一度マップをよく見せて。
Rain is starting to sound worried.
秘匿措置シーケンスが実行されました。本研究施設
Oh
は
wow, yeah, we
5分後
definitely
に爆破
wasted
され
all
ま
that
す。
time.
各スタッフは避難してください。
If only we didn't spend a good minute or two being sad in the room. We could have gotten out a little earlier. If only also the building didn't lie to us and start self-destructing before it said it was going to self-destruct. Only 5 minutes left. If we just keep wandering the hallways like this, we'll end up buried. As I'm trying to formulate our next move.
ヒロ君。
It's a voice that I shouldn't be able to hear here. Here, of all places. It's a cat? I turn in the direction the voice came from, and find myself staring at the end of the hallway. It's a cat with Serrano's bow, of all things. It's a single white cat staring at us with its head tilted quizzically. When it sees me staring, it turns the corner and runs off down the left side of the intersection.
どうしたの？
いや、今声が聞こえて、向こうを見たら白い猫が。
え？
We don't have time for cats. Raina takes a look at the end of the hallway as well and gives me a puzzled look.
ヒロキ、あなた。
I can tell Raina doesn't believe me. If I hadn't just seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it either. But
いや、本当なんだ。
let me save really quick because I think we're about to hit the last decision. And I don't want to have to go all the way back, you know? I take Raina's hand and pull her with me down the hallway to where I saw the cat.
ちょっと。
レナ、俺を信じてくれ。
言い争う時間だって惜しいのよ。もしいなかったら、すぐに別の案を考える。
ああ。
Dragging Raina along, I turn the corner and... It's the white cat again. There it is. The white cat is standing at the end of the hallway again. And the moment it sees us, it runs off again. This time it takes a right at the intersection.
見たか？
ええ。
Oh, thank goodness. So it's not just some kind of hallucination. But Raina follows up with a however right away.
あれについていくというの。
I assume this is better than whatever plan we have for the next, 4 minutes of our life.
ついていけば、外に出られると。
レナ、聞いてくれ。今ここで、一番違和感のある存在は、あの猫なんだ。
違和感？
ここにいるはずのない存在。普通に考えて、猫がここにいるはずがない。逆に。だからこそ、何か意味があると思うんだ。それに、さっき聞こえたんだ。
聞こえたって、
それは。
I hesitate for a second. If I tell her, she might really think I'm crazy.
秘匿措置シーケンスが実行されました。本研究施設は3分後に
Jeez,
爆
this
破され
timer
ます。
goes fast.
各スタッフは避難してください。
The announcer's voice echoes throughout the building. Only 3 minutes left. We're really running out of time here. So, the good choice is I heard Serrano's voice. The bad one is nothing, I probably imagined it, and that's the one we're going to go with right here. No, it's best not to mention it.
いや、勘違いだ。
That's right. Serrano's dead and gone. It was probably just some kind of hallucination because my brain still doesn't want to accept that. I suppose I really am going insane.
ひろき、しっかりして。
Reina grabs my shoulders and shakes me.
さっきのはきっと幻覚よ。この極限状態で二人とも同じものを見てし
Sure,
まった
that's how
の。
hallucinations work, right? That's right. I need to get it together. If I don't, then we're going to die here.
とにかく諦めずに出口を探し続けましょう。
ああ、
Reina and I head down the dark hallway. But we can't seem to find a single path that would lead us to the stairs. That will be our salvation. Panic starts to cloud our judgment. We even try moving the rubble out of the way, but there's just no way the two of us can get rid of all of it in time. That white cat hasn't shown up since then. And then... prepare to die, mortals.
秘匿措置シーケンスが実行されました。本研究施設は30
If
秒後
you're
に
still
爆
in the
破され
building,
ます。
please get out right
各スタ
now.
ッフは避難してください。
Interesting they call it concealment sequence. You know, because this is the way they're trying to cover up everything that happened here, I guess. In the end, we never were able to find a staircase. Even if one magically showed up in front of us now, there's no way we'd make it all the way to the surface in 30 seconds. Reina and I sit down next to each other against the wall in the hallway. Reina and I just silently hold hands. Maybe I should have chased after Serrano's voice back then? Well, it doesn't really matter now. The warmth of Reina's body in her hand and mine served to calm me down.
こんなことを言うのも変だけど。
何？
You were the best new girlfriend I ever had.
最後にこうして、デーナと一緒に。
Better than the last one. The last one died on me before I, died. This time we can die at the same time. The only good thing coming to come out of this was that I wasn't alone in the end. We all die alone. But for some reason I don't feel lonely. Instead of responding with words, Reina just grips my hand even more tightly.
秘匿措置シーケンス開始。秘匿措置シーケンス開始。
It's the signal for the end. As the announcer finishes, a shockwave stronger than any before rocks the entire floor. I pull Reina closer to me. She leaps into my arms. Reina and I fiercely hug each other.
ひろき、私も一緒にいられて。私、ひろきのこと。
Before she can finish, the hallway enveloped in darkness is suddenly illuminated by a dazzling light. The light swallows up everything: sound, the shockwaves, our consciousness. It all vanishes inside the light. Right before everything disappears, I could have sworn I saw a white cat out of the corner of my eye. Man, it's a good thing I'm not a tube person now. That would have been an even worse end. Stuck in the tube next to Serrano. And does it drop? Yeah, it drops us all the way back there. So I'm glad I made that save. So let's skip forward till we get to the decision. I heard Serrano's voice. I opened my mouth.
空野の声だ。
Hey, it's the mini music. Reina thinks about it for a minute before...
もうこんなのほんとどうかしてると思うけど、私はヒロキの一番大切だと思うものを信じるって決めた。だからその話も信じる。
Reina nods at me. We both run off down the hallway. We turn right at the corner, and as I thought, the cat is waiting there for us. The cat's looking this way as if it was waiting for us, and as it sees us round the corner, it runs off once more. And so we continue chasing after that white cat. For whatever reason, we don't run into any dead ends when we're following the cat. Finally, the cat vanishes into a small hole in the wall. This pathway isn't shown on the map, but it must have been created by the earlier shockwaves. The passageway is barely wide enough for a human to pass through.
秘匿措置シーケンスが実行されました。本研究施設は2分後に爆
I
破
hope
され
this
ます。
gets us somewhere.
各
2
スタッフ
minutes.
は避難してください。
Only 2 minutes left.
レーナ、行こう。
ここまで来たらもう進むしかない。
We steel ourselves and venture into the hole. It looks like this passageway goes straight to the staircase. The staircase going up. Our ticket out of here. I look around, but I can't see the white cat anymore.
ヒロキ、急いで。
Reina starts running up the stairs.
あ、
I start running up the stairs as well, following behind Reina. We desperately keep running up the endless linoleum stairs. Our legs start burning from the exertion. Then around the time we pass a sign that says B2, a huge explosion can be heard going off far below. A massive shockwave unlike any other before it follows right afterwards. Reina stumbles, but I catch her before she can fall. Panting heavily, Reina leans down and puts both hands on her knees. She must be exhausted. It's hardly surprising. My legs are hurting quite a bit from all that constant running too. Reina's probably hit her limits.
秘匿措置シーケンスが実行されました。本研究施設は60秒後に爆破されます。各スタッフは避難してください。
Don't worry, the worst case scenario, we only have 60 seconds more of running.
もう爆発が。
まだ時間はある。諦めるな。
I take Reina's hand and try to pull her along, but she doesn't budge.
ヒロキ、あなただけならまだ。
バカ言うな。
でも
You're my new girlfriend. I can't let you die. I just let the old one die. I don't have time to think about this crap. I pull her hand as hard as I can and lift her into my arms before continuing to run up the stairs.
ちょっと
Now that's hard.
何してるの？話して。
断る。俺は絶対諦めないからな。
秘匿措置シーケンスが実行されました。
Oh my god, we wasted 30 seconds
30
arguing.
秒後に爆破されます。
I passed the sign saying B1 as the announcer says that. Almost there.
バカ。
I ignore Reina as I continue to run up the stairs. One step after another, careful not to trip. The final stair finally comes into sight. There's a single door at the end of the staircase. That must be the exit.
秘匿措置シーケンス開始。秘匿措置シーケンス開始。
I hear a massive explosion from far below. Another massive shockwave follows it, and I lose my balance. I make sure Reina is above me to guard her from the fall. And then I fall backwards, still holding Reina. I feel my back smash into something hard, and then Reina falls on top of me.
ヒロキ。
レーナ、早く出ろ。
Man, we sure let this whole, like, I'm gonna sacrifice myself. No, don't do it. Thing. Reina gets off of me and grabs me by the shoulder to try to pull me up.
レイナ。
いいから早く。
I desperately try to stand back up. Half dragging me along, Reina reaches a hand out towards the door.
届いて。
Oh my god, what is wrong with our our character here, Hiroki? I put my hand on top of hers and stretch out as far as I can. I push Reina forward with all my might.
届けー！
Just open the door. Ignoring another huge shockwave, I shout desperately. And then... light envelops our surroundings. It's the light of the sun. We really made it. I look over to the side and see the front entrance of the Connect Center. We just come out of part of one of the domes connected to the main building.
ヒロ君。
I hear someone's voice next to me. A voice belonging to someone very important to me. Just kidding, I'm not a cat. I'm a ghost girl.
また会えたね。ありがとう、ヒロ君。さようなら。